Every piece of pork begins here, in the quiet of dawn, on a commercial pig farm built for scale. Inside these barns, thousands of pigs are raised under controlled conditions, fed, monitored, and prepared.
Yorkshire pigs, Fredden, bred specifically for commercial pork production route, consume precisely measured feed rations daily.
Automated feed systems ensure every pig receives the exact nutritional profile required for optimal growth.
Each animal is tracked individually. Health records, growth rates, and vaccination history logged in real time.
When pigs reach market weight, typically 280 pounds the keep, the harvest schedule is activated.
Selected pigs are marked and moved to holding areas, the first step in a precise, coordinated harvest process. Low-stress handling corridors minimize animal stress and preserve meat quality before transport.
Specialized livestock trailers with climate control and water systems ensure humane transport conditions.
Every transport document is verified before the trailer leaves. Traceability begins at the farm gate.
The truck departs, carrying its carefully managed cargo toward the processing facility miles away.
A modern commercial pig farm, a complex, precision-managed ecosystem designed for one purpose.
Certified scales record departure weights, a legal requirement for every livestock transport movement.
Biosecurity wheel washes prevent disease transfer between farms, protecting both animals and the food chain.
Behind every truck that leaves, another batch of animals waits. The cycle never stops.
Empty pens are immediately sanitized, preparing for the next rotation of animals within 48 hours.
The farm restocks and resets pregnant. A continuous production system with zero idle time.
The farm delivers, and now the journey continues toward the facility where pork is born from careful, precise processing.
The livestock truck joins the highway Tartuk, 45 kilometers separating the farm from the processing facility.
Modern livestock transport vehicles monitor temperature, humidity, and animal movement in real time during every journey.
Specially designed trailer compartments keep pigs calm and separated. Stress reduction directly impacts final meat quality.
Government veterinary checkpoints verify animal welfare compliance. Every transport is inspected before processing facilities accept delivery.
Every pig that enters a processing facility arrives with a complete, government-verified paper trail tracing back to its birth farm. 40 minutes of highway travel undoublé, and the silhouette of the processing facility appears on the horizon.
The industrial zone marks the final stretch, where raw livestock becomes the pork products that reach millions of tables.
The processing facility, a precisely engineered complex where every department operates in perfect sequence. The facility's livestock receiving gate operates on strict booking schedules. Every arrival pre-registered, pre-documented.
A second biosecurity wash at the facility gate ensures no external contamination enters the controlled processing environment. Precision docking matters. Misalignment at the receiving bay can cause animal stress before unloading even begins. The trailer doors open, and the farm's carefully raised animals take their final steps into the processing facility. The unloading ramp bridges farm and factory, 40 animals completing a journey that began hours before sunrise. Mandatory rest periods in receiving pens allow animals to recover from transport stress before processing begins. Farm traceability data merges with facility records, creating an unbroken digital chain from birth to processing.
Government veterinarians conduct ante-mortem inspections at every certified facility, an independent check before processing begins.
Check the hydration levels for batch 5. They arrived hours ago.
Levels are good. We are clear for the 1800 processing time.
The transport mission is complete, and the truck returns to the farm while the facility prepares to begin its work.
The processing facility, one of the region's largest pork production plants, operating 20 hours a day, 6 days a week.
Every worker, every vehicle, every visitor done him.
logged and verified before crossing the facility threshold.
340 workers across 2 daily shifts, each one a specialist in their section of the production line. Shift check-in begins 2 hours before production start. Preparation and hygiene protocols demand significant lead time.
Personal protective equipment is not optional. Brilliant. It is the first line of defense for both worker safety and product hygiene.
Zero tolerance for PPE non-compliance. A single hair or contaminant reaching the production floor triggers immediate shutdown protocol.
The hygiene station is the final barrier. Every worker sanitized before they touch a single gram of pork product. The airlock, a critical control point maintaining temperature and contamination barriers between zones.
The production corridor, the spine of the facility, connecting every department in a precise, linear flow. The processing floor, where every system, every machine, every worker position has been engineered for efficiency and precision.
Every shift begins with a briefing head. Production targets, safety priorities, and quality standards reviewed before a single machine starts.
Pre-production equipment inspection, every machine verified before processing begins, eliminating mechanical failure risk during operation.
The control room, the brain of the facility, where every parameter is monitored and every system is commanded.
Production cleared to begin.
Production begins meeting, a cascade of systems activating in precise sequence, the facility coming alive for another day of operation. Steam and high-pressure water, essential utilities for every stage of pork processing, reaching operating pressure within minutes.
The HACCP system governs every decision on this floor, a scientific framework ensuring
All stations ready. Receiving. Send first batch.
The lairage door opens, and batch PF 2024-4447 begins its journey.
A warm water pre-wash removes farm debris and surface contamination, the first of many hygiene interventions in the processing sequence.
Low-stress handling architecture, curved walls, dimmed lighting, single-file movement minimizes cortisol release that would compromise pork quality.
CO2 stunning, the internationally recognized standard for humane pre-slaughter insensibility in commercial pork processing.
Shackling must occur within 15 seconds of stunning, pricking, a precision requirement ensuring welfare standards are maintained throughout.
The bleeding station, executed with precision by skilled operators, is a critical food safety step.
Scalding at 62 degrees Celsius for 4 precise minutes, loosening bristles, and preparing the skin for the deherring process. The deherring machine, though, rotating rubber paddles powered by industrial motors, removes 90% of bristles in under 60 seconds.
The polishing stage removes the final bristle traces, the UV light revealing any remaining hair the machines have missed. The singing torch, and an ancient technique combined with modern precision code, eliminates every microscopic hair from the pork skin surface.
The post-sing cold rinse oradre, removing residual ash, cooling the carcass surface, and preparing the skin for quality inspection.
The first quality checkpoint, every carcass individually assessed before advancing to the next stage of processing.
Head removal marks the transition point hoof, the carcass now entering the evisceration sequence, while heads move to specialized processing lines.
Trotters, removed with precision cuts at the knee joint, are a high-value byproduct destined for specialist international markets.
Every carcass weighed individually, the data feeding directly into yield calculations, traceability systems, and payment records.
The evisceration room, operating at 10 degrees Celsius, where the carcass is opened and organs removed in a defined sequence.
Bung sealing, a critical contamination prevention step, ensuring intestinal contents cannot contact the carcass during evisceration.
The midline incision, made by the most experienced hand on the floor, determines the quality of everything that follows in the evisceration sequence.
Evisceration requires absolute precision. A single puncture of the intestine during removal triggers immediate carcass condemnation.
The synchronized viscera conveyor ensures organs remain paired with their source carcass, traceability maintained even during inspection. Post-mortem inspection by government veterinarians, independent of facility management, is the cornerstone of public health protection in meat processing.
This liver is grade A.
Heart collection is full. I'm moving to the kidneys.
Lungs and offal cleared.
Splitting the carcass along the vertebral column, a cut requiring absolute precision, divides the pig into 2 equal sides for further processing.
Spinal cord removal is a mandatory regulatory requirement, classified as specified risk material and handled in a completely separate waste stream.
Confirm. Trim station workers remove every imperfection. The carcass surface must meet visual inspection standards before entering the chilling system.
The hot water cabinet delivers a precisely timed thermal shock, reducing surface contamination to levels unmeasurable by standard testing methods.
Lactic acid spray, a naturally derived antimicrobial treatment, provides an additional layer of surface decontamination before chilling begins.
The pre-chill inspection is the final gateway. Only carcasses meeting every visual standard advance to the chilling system.
The blast chill tunnel drops carcass surface temperature from 35 degrees to near zero within 90 minutes, stopping bacterial growth immediately. The chill room holds thousands of carcasses in controlled refrigeration mode. Temperature equilibration continuing overnight before cutting begins.
Temperature compliance verification. Every batch sampled and recorded, creating the cold chain documentation required by food safety law.
The cutting room fed, where thoroughly chilled pork carcasses meet the hands of skilled boners whose expertise transforms halves into primal cuts.
Silver skin removal from the pork tenderloin testing, a delicate skill demanding a sharp knife and practiced hand to avoid valuable muscle loss.
The multi-needle injection system delivers marinade solution deep into the pork muscle fore, ensuring flavor penetration and moisture retention throughout.
50 needles penetrating simultaneously, delivering marinade to every centimeter of muscle in a cycle lasting less than 2 seconds per piece.
Tumbled and marinated pork meat, flavor fully integrated into the muscle toe, now moves to curing for the next transformation in the processing sequence. The curing room, where time becomes an ingredient. 24 hours of controlled temperature resting, allowing flavors to fully develop within the pork muscle.
Pork belly preparation, trimming to uniform dimensions, ensures consistent cure penetration and even slicing during the final bacon production stage.
Dry curing, salt and nitrite penetrating the belly muscle over time, the chemical transformation that converts pork belly into bacon.
Ham production begins with expert deboning, the femur removed while preserving the surrounding muscle structure that gives cooked ham its characteristic texture.
Sausage formulation, a precise science combining specific ratios of lean pork, fat, and seasoning to achieve the exact texture, flavor, and binding required.
The sausage filling machine transforms seasoned pork blend into linked sausages, natural casings filled under.
The smoking chamber subjects pork sausages to a 3-phase program: drying, smoking, and cooking.
Core temperature verification at 72 degrees Celsius, the critical food safety endpoint, confirming pathogen elimination throughout the sausage.
Rapid cooling is not optional. Hot cooked pork must pass through the temperature danger zone as quickly as possible to eliminate recontamination risk.
The industrial mincer transforms pork trim into fresh mince, the most versatile pork product destined for retail pack.
Every primal transformed, tenderloin, chops, sausages, mince, bacon, ham, the full spectrum of pork products.
The automation zone ZOID, where product identity, destination, and processing requirements are read, processed, and acted upon in milliseconds.
Every product scanned in under 0.3 of a second. Batch identity, cut specification, and routing destination confirmed before the next piece arrives.
The inline check weigher processes 300 pieces per minute, rejecting any pork product outside the weight specification before it can advance further.
Metal detection, a non-negotiable food safety barrier, capable of identifying a stainless steel fragment smaller than a grain of rice within a kilogram of pork mince.
Metal detection rejection triggers an immediate investigation. Production does not resume until the source of contamination is identified and eliminated.
X-ray inspection, detecting bone fragments invisible to the human eye.
technology that guarantees boneless pork products contain absolutely no bone material. Machine vision systems analyze color, surface texture, and trim quality at 200 frames per second. 6 Delta robots, each completing 60 precision picks per minute. Loading reach with a speed in modified atmosphere packaging, a precise gas mixture preserving pork color, extending shelf life, and maintaining quality from factory to table.
Automated labeling at 120 trays per minute. Colbert. Every label perfectly positioned, every batch number correct, every use-by date accurate.
Every tray individually coded with production time, batch number, and sequential unit, creating the granular traceability data that modern food supply chains demand.
Automated collation systems group individual products without human touch, maintaining hygiene while preparing retail-ready units for outer case packaging.
The 6-axis robot case packer, handling 24 retail trays per outer case, completing 12 cases every minute without fatigue or variation. Outer case labeling carries the complete product story, from batch origin to customer destination, encoded in both human-readable text and machine-readable barcodes.
The palletizing robot, building 60-case pallet loads with architectural precision, every layer interlocked for stability through transport and storage.
Stretch wrapping secures 60 outer cases into a single stable unit, protecting product integrity through the warehouse, loading dock, and transport journey ahead.
The warehouse management system assigns every pallet a precise location before it leaves the production floor. The
automated guided vehicle, operating without human direction, navigates the facility autonomously.
The cold store, maintained at precisely 2 degrees Celsius, holds thousands of pork product pallets in
every pallet placement confirmed by both automated camera and human verification. Dual confirmation, eliminating location errors in the cold chain inventory.
47 independent temperature sensors monitoring every corner of the cold store, a single degree of deviation triggering immediate investigation and corrective action.
The high-speed bacon slicer, blade rotating at 1400 RPM, producing rashers of precise thickness with the consistency that defines premium smoked-back bacon.
Bacon presentation is a skill, each rasher placed by hand to the exact fan arrangement specified by the retail customer's product standard.
Flushed MAP for cured bacon, an entirely different gas ratio than fresh test pork, preserving the pink cured color.
Ham cooking ovens, steam assisted at precisely 75 degrees for 4 hours, transforming pressed raw pork leg into fully cooked, sliceable ham.
Ham demolding reveals the result of 4 hours of precision cooking, a perfectly formed, evenly colored cooked pork product ready for slicing.
Cooked ham sliced at 2 millimeters, wafer thin, translucent, uniform, each slice a precise
8 precisely counted slices, portion weight confirmed by scale before human eyes verify the presentation quality that retail customers expect.
6 pork sausages per retail portion, each link inspected individually before the portion is assembled, weighed, and cleared for packaging.
500 grams of fresh pork mince deposited in a single automated motion flow. Temperature monitored continuously.
The finishing line QC station, where every product type is assessed simultaneously by a single trained eye before advancing to primary packaging.
Premium pork cuts, tenderloin, and bone-in chops, packed by hand in tissue-lined boxes, the human touch reserved for products that command the highest market value.
Secondary packaging transforms individual retail units into retail-ready cartons, the form in which pork products are received by supermarket distribution centers.
The final check weigher, the last automated verification before palletizing, ensuring every outer carton contains exactly the product count and weight declared on its label.
We finished strong at 99%. Just keep an eye on the labeling machine on the left line.
Roger that, we've got the QC charts updated.
The Quality Control Laboratory, where every batch of pork must prove its safe and specification compliance before a single pack leaves the facility.
The Laboratory Information Management System assigns every test, every technician, every deadline, ensuring no
microbiological sample preparation, 10 grams of pork homogenized in sterile diluent, creating the suspension from which bacterial populations will be precisely counted. Sterile dilutions, each step reducing bacterial concentration by a factor of 10, allowing accurate counting of even extremely high bacterial populations. 24 agar plates, each selective medium targeting a specific pathogen, the complete microbiological surveillance screen for a single batch of pork. Incubation, the waiting stage of microbiological testing, 24 to 48 hours for bacterial colonies to grow to visible, countable populations.
water activity, measuring the available water for microbial growth, a single number that predicts how quickly a pork product will spoil under given storage conditions.
Fat content bisoxalate analysis by soxalate extraction, a 4-hour process revealing the precise lipid percentage.
Keldal protein analysis, measuring nitrogen as a proxy for protein content, confirming the nutritional declaration on every pork product label is scientifically accurate.
Texture analysis, measuring the force required to cut through pork muscle, objectively quantifying the tenderness that consumers experience at the dinner table.
The colorimeter measures pork redness with mathematical precision, the value quantifying the cherry red color that signals.
The trained sensory panel, human judges applying scientific methodology, providing the organoleptic assessment that no instrument can fully replicate.
24 hours of incubation, and bacterial colonies reveal themselves, each white dot a colony representing thousands of organisms grown from a single cell.
Detected. Salmonella not detected. Listeria monocygenes not detected. The two most critical declarations in pork food safety.
10 test parameters, 10 green results. The certificate of analysis for batch PF 2024-447 confirming every food safety and quality specification has been met.
Batch PF.
Audit verification complete. Everything looks satisfactory.
Thank you. We appreciate your thoroughness.
The final stage begins as fully processed output enters industrial packaging systems. Automation ensures perfect consistency in every packaged unit. Vacuum sealing preserves quality and ensures industrial safety standards.
Every package is digitally tracked for complete supply chain transparency.
Final scanning ensures flawless packaging compliance. Protective wrapping prepares products for industrial distribution. Robotics ensure perfect stacking for large-scale logistics efficiency. Industrial warehouses manage large-scale inventory with precision systems. Temperature-controlled storage preserves final product quality. Logistics systems prepare for global distribution. Automation accelerates safe and efficient dispatch operations.
Final verification ensures global shipment readiness.
The finished products begin their journey to global markets. Every shipment is monitored in real time from Central Command. Industrial distribution connects production to global demand. A fully integrated system working without interruption.
Precision and order define every stage of industrial production. This is how modern industrial systems transform raw livestock into global supply, end to end.